What's good, everybody? This is Crum. I am an artist here in Omaha, Nebraska. I also have an artist collective called Streetlight Sound. Shout out to the gang. We got a whole bunch of music dropping soon. I want y'all to check it out. I just dropped a brand new single called What You Want, featured Eric Heron. Make sure you guys check that out. You can get that music in all digital outlets. This is my first vlog in a really long time. Began asking you guys some topics of what you wanted to hear me talk about. I wanted to tackle this subject, and it is artistic jealousy. And I'm gonna try to explain why this happens and why I believe it happens and why I believe it will kill your career. See, a lot of people believe that jealousy are emotions that have to do with somebody else, that concern other people, but the reality is they're all about us. See, envy and jealousy tell a whole lot more about our own insecurities. They talk to our anxiety, and they speak to our fears. So we want to feel happy for a friend, right, who landed a feature, or let's say they got on a show that you couldn't get on. I know this is the season, everybody's getting their South by Southwest approvals in or declines in. And so let's say your friend got on South by Southwest and you didn't. So it's really easy to feel these feelings, you know, like, man, I feel like it should be me. I want to be happy for you, but I feel like I should be there with you. You know, I feel like I got the talent, I feel like I got the skill, I feel like I got the grind, you know, for me to be able to do what you're doing. So I think one of the biggest times that we feel our artistic jealousy, I think when it comes up is usually when we have the finished product, right? We finished our project, or we can finally finish booking our tour. If we're not careful and we put our entire self-worth into that, when someone disagrees with what you did, if someone doesn't feel like it was up to par, when someone feels like you know, maybe they don't like your new single, it's very easy to get hurt and your ego just gets destroyed because you put your entire self-worth into that project. You put your entire self-worth into that single. You put your entire self-worth into that show. And so when you have that and you kind of have an unhealthy view of it, your ego's hurt, it's diminished, and that's where jealousy and other feelings begin to arise. And here's the funny thing about jealousy. We mainly feel jealousy towards people that we know. And so we don't typically feel real jealousy towards people who are bigger than us. We feel like because of where they are, because of who they know, that's why they're winning. And so we don't really feel jealousy towards them. We feel more jealousy towards like the people that were smaller than us, and I'm like, why are these people getting the opportunity that I should be getting? So what happens is at times we subscribe to this permission-based establishment where it's, I need your cosign, I need your post, I need your feature for me to blow up. And while those things help, we never really take control of our own success. We don't make ourselves self-sufficient in being successful in what we do. We wait for someone's permission for us to be successful. That's where jealousy comes out of, because that's when everything becomes ultra competitive. All right, so when we open the door to comparison, we allow judgment, we allow envy, we allow jealousy all to come in. All right, so when one of our equals get a win, right? We become critical of their work, and we begin comparing ourselves to them and our work to them in a very superficial manner. We compare these things. We might even get on the phone, right? Call a homie and be like, yo, man, you heard the dude's new single is trash. It's like, and while we might feel like our intentions are good, and we're just like, we're frustrated because it's like, man, I've been grinding just as hard and I don't see the results that this other person is getting, and I feel like I'm just as good, if not better. You'll be back at square one though. And you're going to feel rejected, you're gonna feel like you're no good, you're gonna feel unacknowledged, and you're gonna be invisible. That's how you're going to feel as you continue to compare yourselves to other people. I saw Doc Watson from RMG, and he said, if seeing other people win bothers you, you don't deserve to win. See, when all you do is compare yourself to other people, or at least the image that you formed of them, which tends to be inflated anyway and not based on reality, because all we show is highlights. As we going on these tours, we're only showing you pictures of the big crowd. When we're sharing, you know, our streams, we're only showing you pictures of the songs that got big streams. When we are posting videos in the studio, we're not showing you pictures of us recording in our closet. When we get to the big studio with all the fancy stuff, then we want to bring the cameras out. It's a perceived reality, but when we begin to compare ourselves to those things, in reality, you can't focus on being present. You can't focus on making art. And to create art requires introspection, self-connection. And when you feel envious and jealous, these capabilities vanish. You can't create. The problem is when you are comparing yourselves to others, you can't be unique. You can't be original. What's going to happen is you're either going to continue to hit a wall, or your song's going to sound exactly like whoever you're comparing yourself with. And you're never going to be successful for that. See, in dealing with jealousy and envy, it's important to identify two things. The reason why you have your jealousy, and more importantly, how the feeling of jealousy and envy translates to you, right? So, is it really that you're better, which is subjective, right? Or could it be that you've been slacking off, right? That you might be playing video games a little too long, right? That you're so concerned with other people. Maybe you're not networking, right? Maybe you're not going to these festivals. Maybe you're not showing up to shows that you're not on, right? You're not sharing other people's singles that you're not on, right? You're not reaching out to people. You feel entitled, right? You feel like people should just put me on because I'm good. It doesn't work that way. See, the thing is, in a way, you are allowed to feel the way that you do. I'm not trying to tell you that how you're supposed to feel. You're allowed to feel hurt, but you can choose to accept how you feel in the moment so that you can work through it and move on. I'm not saying let's just suppress them, let's suppress these feelings. Work through it. Find out why it's happening, but don't repeatedly ask yourself why. The question you should be asking yourself is, what is my jealousy telling me about myself? Oh man, little or young so-and-so has all these streams. Little or young so-and-so is doing this well. And I don't understand why I'm not. Instead of asking that question, you should be asking yourselves, why am I so bothered that this person is doing well? What are the underlying messages in the way that you manifest your jealousy and envy? Could it be about your insecurities? Maybe think about that. It's easy to give into anger or jealousy while being ignorant to how much power you have over these emotions. You guys gotta know something. You're not entitled to anything. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how hard you grind. It doesn't matter, in this field, we're not entitled to anything. So before you start investing your time into another episode of your jealousy, of your hating, of all that, give yourself permission to feel those emotions, but focus on what they're trying to tell you about yourself. You don't hold the secrets of other people's success only to your own. So get out there, man, grind, be yourself, be original. I hope something that I had said here helps encourage you guys. I know for me, myself, I've struggled with insecurity. I've struggled with jealousy. I've been there. But find out what that tells about yourself and then deal with those things. And you're gonna find yourself a lot happier, and you're gonna be able to rejoice when other people are rejoicing. You're gonna find yourself, celebrating when your people win, And I think the only reason why Streetlight has been so strong and we've been so tight with each other is because we're not in competition with each other. When one person gets a victory, we all get a victory. And so one person's win doesn't mean that you lose. And so those are the thoughts I want to leave y'all with. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to have a lot more of these things. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Peace out.